Welcome to all of you. Today we'll learn about distribution. Before understanding distribution, we need to understand a little about marketing mix. As we have learned earlier, marketing mix are the tools for designing the marketing program. Basically, it consists of product, price, place, and promotion. Now, when we are talking about place in marketing, it means where the product is available for the consumers to buy. I repeat, where the product is available for the consumer to buy, which means the product has to be made reachable to the consumer. So, there's a story of Chinky. Let's understand distribution through the story of a sweet girl called Chinky. Chinky, she's a very sweet girl who studies MBA in the first year. Now, what happened was, her mother is a wonderful cook. In fact, she makes lovely mixtures. Chinky was actually studying marketing management when she got an idea. After learning marketing mix, she thought that she should develop a product, price it, place it, and then promote it. So while having a mixture at her mother's house, she thought that her mother makes delicious mixtures, so her product is ready. The pricing, we'll calculate it. But how does she get it to the consumer? She opened her marketing management book and started reading the distribution chapter. When she opened the chapter, there was a definition. What was the definition? The definition was, distribution is the process of moving the goods from the manufacturing source to the end consumer with the help of intermediaries. I repeat, distribution is the process of moving the finished goods from the manufacturing source, that is, her house. Like a mixture was made at her house, her mom was making mixtures in the kitchen. Distribution is the process of moving the finished goods from the manufacturing source to the end consumers with the help of intermediary. There is someone who's involved here. But Chinky was new. She didn't know which retailer to approach to. So what did she do? She told her mom to make some mixtures and pack it. They priced it. The cost of the mixture was 40 rupees. They kept a profit margin of 30 rupees. So they decided to sell the mixture at 70 rupees. 40, cost of the product, 30, margin of the product, 70, the MRP of the product. Now, since Chinky was new, she was starting her business new, she thought to have an idea. So she didn't approach any retailer. What she decided to do is put up a small table down her house on the street and stacked up the mixture packets. She stacked up 50 packets of mixture and just displayed it. Mama's mixture. Now what happened was, the consumers who passed by looked at the mixture and started purchasing it. So what happened? Chinky was actually selling the mixtures from the house itself. So where was the good moving from? The movement of the goods happened from the manufacturing source, which is the house, like the kitchen, and it was sold directly to the consumer, end consumer. So there was no intermediary involved. Intermediary means the people who connect the manufacturing source, the company, and the consumer. The parties between them are called intermediaries, who help to facilitate the product. But since Chinky was starting new, she didn't want to sell it to any retailer because she was not sure of it. So she decided to put up a table and she started selling the mixtures from that table itself, down to the house. Now, the response was good. Then Chinky said, why can't we start selling to the retailers? Like there's a grocery dukan, Sharmaji's grocery dukan, and that sells, and that has the highest footfall in that particular area. So Chinky approached that retailer and said, Sharmaji, would you like to sell my mixture? Sharmaji said, taste karke batate hain. The taste was lovely. And Sharmaji said, okay, what would be my margin? Now I repeat, Chinky earlier was keeping a profit margin of 30 rupees when she was selling from her own table, where no intermediaries were involved. The MRP of the product was 70. Hence, Sharmaji said, I would like to keep 5 rupees as profit margin. Chinky agreed to it. hence, finally, what she did was, when she sold to Sharmaji, she was selling at 70 and Sharmaji was selling to the consumers at 75. Hence, what happened here? Distribution is the process of moving the goods from the manufacturing source to the end consumers with the help of an intermediary. Now, this time the intermediary was Sharmaji, who is a retailer. But Chinky's business grew. It was not only Sharmaji who Chinky approached. Chinky approached retailers in her area. Chinky started approaching many retailers in many different areas of Bhubaneswar. And many retailers started taking her up mixtures. So she was selling her mixtures through all these retailers. Now, how many parties are involved between the company, which is Chinky's mixtures, and the consumer? One. So this is called a one-level channel. How many parties, I repeat, how many parties are involved between the company and the consumer? In this particular situation, one, because Sharmaji and retailers are involved. When Sharmaji and retailers are not involved, and Chinky was selling through her own outlet, that was a zero-level channel. Why zero level? Because the goods were moving from the manufacturing source to the end consumer without any intermediary. That's a zero-level channel. When you involve an intermediary, that becomes a one-level channel. Chinky's mixture became very popular. Now, Chinky also wanted to sell in Sambalpur, but Chinky was from Bhubaneswar. In Sambalpur, she has no idea of how markets are, which area is a densely populated area, which retailers are very big retailers, so she didn't have any idea. What she did was, she tried to sell some mixture. She had a friend in Sambalpur, Rohan. She approached Rohan and said, Rohan, would you like to sell my mixtures in Sambalpur? But your job will be to buy mixtures from me and sell the mixtures to the retailers of Sambalpur, because I don't have any idea of how Sambalpur's place is. So Rohan is now getting involved. So Rohan is now the wholesaler in Sambalpur. So Rohan, so now where are the goods moving from? The goods are moving from the mom's kitchen, which is the manufacturing source. Finished goods, I repeat, manufacturing source, to the end consumer. Sambalpur का end consumer को product कैसे मिल रहा है? Sambalpur के end consumer का product through Rohan मिल रहा है. Rohan is selling to the retailers and retailers are selling to the end consumers. So again, distribution is the process of moving the finished goods from the manufacturing source to the end consumers with the help of intermediaries. Here the intermediaries are wholesaler and retailer. So how many levels or how many people are there in between the company and the end consumer? Two. So two-level channel. When nobody was involved, how many level channels? Zero-level channel. When one person was involved, one-level channel. Two people were involved, two-level channel. Now, what happened was, Chinky's mixture became so popular that someone in the area of West Bengal wanted to buy mixtures and sell Chinky's mixtures. Now, West Bengal is a very big market, but her mixtures were a fantastic product. So what she did was, she floated that would anybody like to buy my products and sell it in West Bengal? So there was one person who was interested, Mr. Hrithik. So Hrithik wanted to become the distributor of Chinky's mixture. So what happened? Another level was added. If another level was added, now do you think these people who are involved will sell it for free? No, everybody will want a cut out of it. Everybody will want a profit margin out of it. So similarly, the product prices, now Chinky was selling the mixtures at 40 rupees was the cost, 5 rupees was the profit margin for her, for 30 rupees was the profit margin for herself, 70 rupees was when she was selling herself. 5 rupees was added when Sharmaji became involved. So 75 rupees was the MRP of the product. But now the game has changed. Now she involved two more intermediaries. Now what she was selling is, again I repeat, the cost of the product was 40. She wanted a profit margin of 30. So she will sell to the distributor at 70 rupees. 40 plus 30, 70 rupees. Now this distributor will sell to the wholesaler at a profit margin of 3 rupees. So 70 plus 3, 73 rupees is the price of the product. 73. Now this wholesaler will sell to the retailer at a profit margin of 6 rupees. So 73 plus 6, 79 rupees is the is the price of the product. Now this retailer wants a 10 rupee margin. So price of the product became 89, 79 plus 10 rupees. So end consumer will buy the product at 89 rupees, right? Again, distribution is the process of moving the goods from the manufacturing source to the end consumers with the help of intermediaries. We will add intermediaries only when it is required. Why? Because adding an intermediary involves the cost of the product will go up. So when do we involve intermediary? We involve an intermediary when we are not able to manage the supply of the product. You will need more men to supply, or you will need more women to supply your product. So that's why, or you will need more intermediaries only when the supplies are becoming larger and you're not able to cater to your existing demand. So that's about distribution today. Next time we'll learn something new. Thank you so much.